さて、そろそろ歌を。ほう、逆らおうってことでいいのかね。
こいつは俺の娘だ。俺を奪うつもりなら。
One Piece has given us some of the most hype, jaw-dropping, and emotional moments in anime history. From legendary fights to shocking reveals, there have been times when fans completely lost their minds. Whether it was that Gear 5 transformation, an unexpected return, or a heart-wrenching farewell, these moments had the entire One Piece fandom screaming. Get ready, because today we're diving into the craziest moments in One Piece.
何の音だ。船長！でけえ穴だ！武器を取れ！確か。ここらの上空には、怪物が住むとか住まねえとかの、空島の伝説がなかったか。ふざけやがって、一体誰が！
強き者は生き、弱き者は死ぬ。この世は、ただ、それだけだ。
Starting off strong, we have Kaido's entrance. Kaido's introduction has to be one of the coldest intro in all of anime. Kaido jumps off from an island about 10,000 feet above the ground and comes out without a scratch. Introducing Kaido as the strongest creature surely made us sweat back then by imagining how big of a monster he is. Surely one of the best introductions in anime.
男は死に場所を探していた。彼は今自殺をしたのだ。
くそー、うまくやったよ。白ひげのじじいは。
死に場所を求める男の名は百獣のカイドウ。陸、海、空、最強の生物と呼ばれる海賊。
しゃってりー！そんなことはどうでもいい。4番隊隊長サッチの無念、このバカの命を取って望むところだ。ブラックホール。
Whitebeard's death has to be one of the most noble deaths in all of anime. After Blackbeard enters the battlefield, things start to get heated up. To avenge Thatch, Newgate decides to end Teach's life. Despite being minutes close to death, Whitebeard was still a monster as he manhandles Teach and then proceeds to give us one of the best quotes in anime. That smile after his declaration, my man wasn't ready to let it go that easily.
おめえじゃねえんだ。で、ロジャーが待ってる男はおめえじゃねえ。ロジャーの意志を継ぐ者たちがいるように、そして未来、戦国。興味はねえが、あの宝を誰かが見つけたとき、その日は必ず来る。ワンピースは実在する。三刀流煉獄。早い。 逆行取り
Zoro's fight against King has to be one of the best animated fights in anime. Zoro goes toe-to-toe against the right-hand man of Kaido, King. Being a Lunarian, King surely had the higher ground, but Zoro leveled things up by his deadly slashes as he understands the mechanisms of King's power. Zoro fusing his attacks with advanced haki surely made fans applaud with both hands. The animation was top-notch, so was their motives, and the fight to keep their word.
威勢のいい剣士だったと記憶に残しといてやる。こっちから刻んでやるよ。お前の命が続くならな。下流ドン。 なってやろうじゃねえか。地獄の王に。
勝者ゾロ。
白ひげか、久しぶりだな。よし、一丁やるか。
Whitebeard's clash against Roger is surely one of the most memorable moments in One Piece. As Roger's crew were on a stranded island, Whitebeard makes an unexpected entrance for them. The King of Pirates comes face to face against the King of Seas. Their clash was so intense that just by pure display of haki, the entire island was shaken to its core. And the most impressive part was that their swords weren't even in contact.
Ulysses Shock.
When it's about loyalty, resilience, and aura farming, Zoro stands above all. When Kuma entered Thriller Bark, the actual horror began for Straw Hats. In order to save his captain's life, Zoro decides to sacrifice himself. Zoro takes every last bit of Luffy's pain. Kuma surely was proud of the crew Luffy had brought together. Zoro earned the Watcher's respect because nothing happened.
わかった。ただし、この俺の命一つで勘弁してもらいてえ。ルフィは海賊王になる男だ。
これで麦わらに手を出せば
恩に切る。
その代わりお前には地獄を見せる。試してみろ。
ほら見ろ、体が軽いんだよ。なんでだ？
嘘つけ！
だってよ。
あの野郎はどこだ？
手配書のあれはなんだ？
気になるか。来た来た来た来た来た来た。ルフィなのか？
なるほど。
Luffy versus Lucci, the rematch is surely a nostalgic battle for One Piece fans. When Lucci confronts Luffy in Egghead, he straight up started his beef against Luffy. Blinded by rage, Lucci surely forgot the difference between their strength and later gets humiliated in the worst way possible. Even though Lucci awakened his fruit, it still was no match for our hero Luffy. Jokes apart, this clash was a banger. The emotions this fight carried and the fluid animation it had was like eating bread with butter and honey. Garp entering the Beehive with a flying Navy warship to save Kobe has to be one of the best entrances in anime. Being a Yonko territory, no one had the balls to save Kobe, but Garp ain't giving a shit about anything. Garp straight away starts flexing his haki, and then proceeds to throw a nuke disguised as a punch to totally destroy the landscape of that island. As they say, be aware of old man in a profession where men usually die young is totally correct for this monster. Luffy's Gear 5 awakening gotta be one of the best awakening in all of anime. After being brutally humiliated and killed by Kaido, Luffy comes back to life but with powers that rival gods. This moment has to be one of the hypest moments in One Piece where we get to know the true reality of Luffy's fruit and that Luffy is the reincarnation of Joy Boy. That white form and cartoonish abilities make this a perfect combination for Luffy. After being awakened, even the invincible Kaido was no match for our boy Luffy. This moment will surely go down as one of the best in One Piece history.
ダムドパンクだ。ギャーギャーとよく吠えやがるな。消し飛べ。出てこい、赤髪。
Kid's biggest mistake was not challenging Shanks but becoming a pirate in the first place. After the events of Wano, Kid comes to Elbaf just to get obliterated by Shanks. This was the moment fans had been waiting to see from 25 years, and the wait was worth it. Watching Shanks in action was the last thing in my book list, and it was crazy. All the hype around Kid just vanished the same way he did, and not to forget the attack he inherited from Roger, I say, let him cook.
赤髪カムサリ。降参だ赤髪。これがロード・ポーネグリフ。命だけは勘弁してくれ。ガババババババ。同じ目に遭う覚悟をしろよ。ハコク。ワンピース。まだ続ける気か、海賊ごっこ。お前らのために積み上げてきた。受け取れ四皇ども。潔く退場しろルーキーども。20年以上先の未来に次の時代を担う強力な海賊たちが新世界へ押し寄せてくる。俺がもし死んだならカイドウを討てるのはそいつらだ。
Episode 1015 of One Piece is hands down the greatest episode I've watched in One Piece. The emotions this episode carried was enough to make an entire nation get goosebumps. The build-up, animation, and OST, everything was just perfect. Luffy entering the rooftop with that cold walk, my man's gonna take Zoro's job at this point. And seeing Kaido take damage, I knew this hybrid buffalo was gonna get cooked. And not to forget that iconic quote of Luffy, it never disappoints me.
俺の前でも随分大口叩いたよな。
遅くなった。
おい小僧。
トロこいつら全員下へ。
お前さんが覇気と呼ぶそれをワノ国では竜王と呼ぶ。流れるという意味を持っている。
ゴムゴムのヘッドロック。おいカイドウ。俺はモンキー D ルフィ、海賊王になる男だ。